I'm standing next to every Mario movie toy that's ever been released. Literally all of them. We got minifigures, playsets, action figures, giant posable plushies, an RC car, and a ton more. I've never spent this much on a video before. We've got a lot of boxes to open up and a ton of toys to talk about. So let's get right into it. Starting with the 5-inch Jakks-specific action figures. So these are split into two waves. Wave 1 consists of Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Peach, and the second one consists of Peach in the biker outfit, Cat Mario, Tanuki Mario, and Kamek, which was like the weirdest choice, but also a really cool choice because he was an awesome character in the movie. We gotta find these. My room is a mess right now, full of all these toys, because I've been buying them over the last couple months and just throwing them in random corners, so I think I've collected them all here. Will they all fit in frame? Kinda. So I'm gonna try not to destroy these boxes because I kinda wanna put these back in when I'm done because there's so many loose toys, like where am I going to put those? Let's get into this. Mario, the first toy. This is so nice. I've never really opened many of these Jakks-specific toys. I know they make awesome products. I'm just, you know, not rich, so I can't afford to buy all the ones I'd like. But here we go in this little plastic shell here. It comes with a plunger, which does not function. However, it is pretty cool. He honestly looks like really, really good, very detailed. Obviously, there's a million points of articulation. I just want to point out the cuffs of his pants. You can see they like flood over the back of his shoes. Like it's the finer details like that really count. This is a really high quality looking figure. I love this a lot. Now we've got the brother, Luigi, of course, right there. Boom. The inner collector inside me is raging right now because I spent extra to get these new so I could open them. And I'm just watching the value plummet with each one I'm opening. He comes with the flashlight, which I guess is his like iconic piece because it's on the Happy Meal toy too, which we will get to later. Shouldn't be this hard. I wish it would turn on, dude. That would be sick. Watching Luigi slowly get broken out of there is very satisfying. Similarly to Mario, he's got a lot of detail. Obviously, he's a lot more lanky. His legs are like tiny. These actually look like dead on exactly like they do in the movie. No joke. Like just the denim, the textures of every little thing look astonishing. I'm thoroughly impressed with these. I wish the articulation was a little more like versatile. I mean, I guess you can only do so much with it, but for Mario, like, I guess because he's kind of fatter, he can't really reach his arms around himself, which isn't all that good. Up next, we're gonna go with Peach because this was the most expensive one, I'll tell you that. All three of the other ones were in stock at one store or another. This one I had to special buy on eBay, and I got a good deal on it for like 35 bucks. Now these all retail for 20 a piece. This one being 35 is kind of a lot, but when I was looking at other prices, it was like 50 and up for this. So I was content paying that price for it. There she is. That actually looks huge. That is just like a solid chunk of dress right there. This is so freaking thin. I could break this with mental thought alone. This is literally a toothpick. I'm not gonna pick my teeth with it. Yeah, she doesn't really have that much articulation because obviously giant dress, which kind of sucks because in the movie obviously she is really like athletic, and this you can only kind of twist her hips and move her arms a little bit. But like for a more traditional looking Peach, I guess that's really all they can do with it. As long as that fits in her hand and she can kind of like whack people with it, I'll take it. Last one in wave 1 is Toad. I see the little pan there, a reference to the cooking scene in the movie. Too many people in that theater laughed. It wasn't that funny. I love all the little details in that backpack. Super nice that they did that. But yeah, other than that, it's Toad. Super basic, simple design, but that really adds a lot more detail than you could otherwise for this character. His legs actually move. That is weird. I thought this was just one big onion looking leg, but no, they actually move independently from each other. I think that's actually made for that. Yeah, there's a little pocket in the backpack here, and you can set the pan in it, which is really sick. Now, I wish his arm was long enough to reach that. Unfortunately, it's not. That actually won't even fall out of there. That's designed to go in there. That is freaking sweet. This might be my favorite one yet, which I didn't think I would say for a Toad figure, but like the little pan storage, you gotta love something like that. So that's all 4 for wave 1. What the hell was that? This giant Bowser is technically wave 1. He came out at the same time as these other 4. This is obviously not 5 inches tall, but this one's sick because it actually like sprays mist out of its mouth. I'm really excited to get this one out of the box. The sweet smell of Chinese plastic. Oh, that actually stinks. Looks like he's tied down there pretty good. Oh my god, that's intricate. Also, this one retails for $30 instead of the 20, which makes sense because he's double the size, but this has like a weird texture to it. These other ones just feel like straight plastic, whereas this feels like a lizard. It feels more like rubbery and like squishy almost. His fingers don't move, which is kind of a bummer. They just kind of stay still, but I mean, that's a menacing look for him, so that's fine. The tail has a lot of articulation. I love that you can stretch out his legs entirely instead of just being like they normally are, like all bent and stuff. You can actually stretch it out all the way and have him just sit there, do a full split on the ground. Push that in, right? And then pull. And this whole thing just comes right off. Yeah, batteries not included. That's why these things are only 30 bucks. If they included those, it'd definitely be 40. Okay, I thought that was 5-pronged. I'm like, are you serious right now for a Bowser to spray mist? No, I got this little screwdriver, and that is the perfect size for this. So let's see, it takes 3 AAA batteries, which I figured to be something stupid. So we got some AAAs right here. Get shocked and die. Ready for this? Let's see what happens. Nothing happened yet. You're supposed to pull his hair out. Okay, so that's not articulation. That's supposed to come all the way out, and then you're supposed to drip water into that. So I've got my nice little Pax water bottle, and we're gonna try to just pour water directly into it. I knew there was something sketch about the hair. I guess that's what I get for not reading the directions. Don't spray my lens, but do something cool, please. Oh, he's doing it! He's doing it! Oh shit, that is awesome. Look at that. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera. He's hitting the vape, guys. I wish the light did more and actually made it like an orange flame. I know that's what it's supposed to do, or what it's trying to do anyway. Will this set off fire alarms? Let's get a smell test here. It smells like water that's been sitting in my room for 3 days. That's such a cool gimmick for a Bowser toy. I mean, honestly, what more could you possibly want? Look at that. So that's all the Wave 1 actually this time. Hopefully no more interruptions there. So Wave 2 is home to 4 toys. We got the Tanuki Mario, the Cat Mario. Don't know why there needs to be so many Marios, but Bike Peach and Kamek, which is the one I'm most excited for, so we're gonna save that for the end. I like the little detail here when you pull this tab up. It says that was a bad representation, but it says the name of what it is, you know, Tanuki Mario, and then... Oh shit. Is this tail supposed to come off? This is Tanuki Mario. He's got a very rough exterior. That gives it a feeling of like cheapness that the other ones didn't have. And I like that he can hold the Tanuki leaf. That's a little bit better, but still, I'm not a big fan of that. It's okay though. It's fine. Gonna go with the Cat Mario next. I'm wondering if the question block is just a question block or if it opens up. It doesn't look like it does, but maybe there's a bell in there or something. I doubt that. I'm being way too hopeful. It's actually a really nice question block though. His hands are massive. That's the first takeaway I'm getting here. The tail does not have articulation. His head does, a lot of it actually, but a toy like this, it just doesn't make much sense because obviously he can't go on all fours like he does in the movie to like fight with, so it just ends up feeling really like clunky and wonky. Next up, we're gonna go with the Biker Peach with the blue shell, which again is a really sick accessory to give. I've always wanted a blue shell toy, and this one is like so authentic looking. Like, look at this thing. It's about to go ruin someone's entire day. I love that the wings are sticking out and how detailed they look. This one is just super skinny, like the Luigi in the other set. Now you can twist this whole leg whichever way you want. That ain't right, but I mean it makes sense for this Peach, this version of Peach anyway. And full hip rotation, neato. The hands spin, the fingers don't move because they're very small. Also, some texture there. And then the face obviously is really cool with the little visor. Last one of the 5-inch figures, we've got Kamek, which is such a cool character to get. This is a small character everyone forgets about. And it's hype to see him even in the movie to begin with, but the fact that he's getting a toy and there's only 7 others, well, plus Bowser 8, like that is such a cool thing to see. I'm already seeing a ton of texture in his little gown thing, which I love. And this wand straight up looks like a dum-dum. The whole like material, the cloth that his gown is made out of is very nice, a lot better than the rough texture of like the Cat Mario and Tanuki Mario. The glasses have a little gloss to them, as long as he can hold this, which, oh yeah, that is fucking awesome looking. That's probably the coolest looking Kamek toy there is, and the fact that it's a Mario movie one, this guy, is awesome. So this, I think this trumps all of those so far. This is just such a quirky, cool ass toy to get. A little side profile too. Okay, so that's it for the full-size toys. We're gonna move now into the minifigures. Wave 1 I ordered all on eBay. Wave 2 was still in stores, so I think I got it from GameStop. But yeah, so we got Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, Kamek, and some kind of like Paracupa looking thing. Wave 2 has another Cat Mario, another Tanuki Mario, Dry Bones, and then a Goomba, the Blue Shell, and then lastly a Shy Guy. So Wave 2 has got at least some cooler characters. Now these guys, I don't think there's an optimal way to open. I think it's just gonna be ripping them. which sucks because these are like my least favorite ones, the ones I want to keep the least after this video. Look at this guy. He's actually got articulation in his arms, which I was not expecting. His legs do not, but his head turns and kind of nods. That's more than I thought. I was going in with very low expectations on these, so that's a decent sign. And then this, so you just kind of flip this open like that, and then the other side should just fall right down. This is like a kickstand for the back, so you can have a little Mario scene and have him stand in front of it. These are the dumbest things ever. I've seen these in every store. No one's buying them. You can kind of make it like a throne like that to not have all three of those sides stick out. So I guess if you display it like that, it's a little bit better. And you can kind of line them all up. But like, who's gonna do that? Who's gonna pay $8 a piece for these? I mean, besides me, obviously, because I wanted to make a video about it. I would not have bought a single one of these if I wasn't. I'll tell you that right now. Here's an exercise for you. Give yourself a thumbs up. Also, drop a thumbs up on the video. Thank you. But look at the nail on your thumb. That is how big most of these are. And the question blocks are actually bigger. So they're the reason they're priced so high. For a plastic shell with a sticker. These are all just mushrooms with grass. And with these ones, 2 are the Donkey Kong Stadium, and the other 4 are Bowser's Castle. These definitely need to be kept in the box. They're supposed to be used on the playsets, but most of them look like they come with all the characters you'd need. So if I see fit to open another one to use, I will, but up until then, I'm going to keep the rest of these sealed. To open each and every one of these would honestly be a waste. I don't see myself keeping these, so we're just going to get you some nice close-ups of all of these so you can see how they look and get a feel for what they are, but these are just not worth it. I wish I did not buy this full Wave 1 set and Wave 2. Very unimpressed with these, to say the least. We're just gonna put these down here and move on to the play sets, which are what I'm the most hyped about because we got some really, really cool ones. We're gonna start with the Bowser ship, which just released. So they had like a first wave of these, which I think was Peach's Castle and the Mario van. And then more recently, they released this and the Donkey Kong fight scene, which I believe were both end of July, I wanna say. I think this might just come with Bowser. This might be a playset exclusive because I didn't see a Bowser figure. There's a quick little look at the back and the front for you. Nothing too crazy here. I'm eager to see what it looks like on the inside though. Pull this tray out. Bowser looks pretty much the same as he does in the 10-inch form, but obviously he doesn't have much articulation. He can move his arms around. This is sick. Oh, these actually like move and stuff? Dude, this is the front of the ship. This is like the head. Dude, his fucking mouth opens and chomps. That is so sick. Look at that. This was only what, 30 bucks, which is not bad at all for what you're getting. Well, this thing's on wheels too, so you can literally move this like an airship. Now I wish it had those penguins so I could like conquer their territory and stuff. Click that in without breaking it. So that's what that part looks like. And then it's like a lake that opens up and then the stairs flick down and are held into place right there, which then leaves this at a slant. So if you press this button, it extends that so it can be a nice full platform for you to, of course, set Bowser down in. That is legit. Check that out. Wait a second. Can you stand? Hang on. I opened Mario. I think if they're standing on this and they're backsassing Bowser, I think you could just press this in and they fall into a slide. And then I think this door here is the other end of it. I could be wrong. Oh, he's stuck in there? But yeah, he's supposed to just slide right out. Reenacting the movie, we need Luigi. I just wish they made just a pack of all of them instead of giving us these little question blocks with each one. It's like, what the hell are you gonna do with that many question blocks? You're not gonna display each one individually. That's stupid. Luigi's getting held up in the air like, oh, don't kill me, Bowser. And then he sat down and then push down the chute and then has to get tipped for him to get out. What is, so this thing here, I didn't know what these were. They're cages. You pull them up and you can put the other characters in them. I think that's everything. I don't want to miss a really cool feature. If I'm missing something on any of these toys, please let me know. Yeah, this playset is sick. If I had something like this when I was a kid, I would never leave my room even more than I did before. Here we've got the Mario van playset, which is one I'm super excited about because it just looks like the normal van and then opens up and you've got like warp pipes. And this one, it was just open when I bought it. So I'm hoping everything's in here. I don't think anyone would just take pieces out of it, but you know, that could be where I'm wrong. Okay, so this one comes with a Mario. So if you buy all these sets and the minifigures, you're gonna have duplicates. Dude, I literally just popped his head off. Hoping this just... Okay, it does. I'm like, bro, I could not have just broken that easily. So the Mario van playset only comes with Mario, not Luigi, for some reason. Let's see how accurate this is, because I've seen the Mario van in person. At PAX East, they brought it. I made a whole video about it. Check it out if you haven't seen it. But I'm an expert. I'm kind of a connoisseur on the Mario van. I also saw the West Coast one at Nintendo Live earlier this month, so I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. Already I'm liking it. I don't love that the windshield is just gray plastic, but with the playset inside, I guess it makes sense. So let's just get this. I like that it actually has like a plastic covering on it. This looks pretty darn accurate, if I do say so myself. The TT on the front, which I still have no idea what that stands for. If you know, please tell me. So yeah, let's open this playset here. I'm just gonna pinch these wheels. And you just pinch the one side and the rest unfolds. This is supposed to be the scene where Mario and Luigi split up. I like that all these little things flip up too, so you can get a better like 3D look at this. Mario goes through the tunnel, of course, falls into the Mushroom Kingdom. We can get him to do that. There we go. And then Luigi goes through and ends up in the Badlands over here. This thing moves. I'm wondering if you can like launch from this. You're supposed to make him land in his correct pipe, so he goes to the Mushroom Kingdom. Like that. And then Luigi's supposed to land in this one, so more power. That was actually kind of close. Luigi is now in the back rooms. Luigi gone. That closes up pretty nice, and I like that it isn't gonna open unless you press these wheels in. Like, it's actually super stable like that. Can Mario be stored in this? Yeah, somewhere. He can be slid in this tunnel. The extra Mario. Yeah, and then obviously the Mario van. It does roll. They do serve as wheels. That doesn't lock in that well, actually. Also, since I'm showing this off, I figured now I would talk about some of the other cool stuff I got from visiting the actual Mario van, including this Mario Brothers plumbing hat, which is exclusive to that promotional stuff that they ran with the actual van, which is sick to have. Not many people got that, but everyone who went to it got the Mario Bros. Plumbing magnet here, which I don't really have a spot for a magnet right now. I just kind of put it on display on my shelf. And then you get a cool little Mario Bros. Movie M keychain, which is very nice. So we're getting into the collectible territory here for the Mario movie stuff. So we're going over everything today. Not just toys, literally everything Mario movie I have. I guess they had shirts too that they passed out when they went to New York, but by the time they hit Boston, they only had like 2 or 3. They only had like 10 of these hats, so I was super fortunate to actually get one of these. So I'm not gonna complain at all. Like the shirt, fine. You know, I got this Luigi one, so I don't really care that much. But it would have been cool. I definitely wish I could say I have every kind of Mario van collectible ever, but this is still a decent haul right here. Oh, almost just lost that. We got Peach's Castle here. Looks like this one has the little training course that Peach set up for Mario. But again, they keep giving us so many Marios in these sets. I'm going to have like 3 or 4 of these by the time I'm done. So I wish they'd give some other characters, like Mario and Luigi with the Mario van. Like, you know, Peach and Toad with the castle maybe. I don't know. But having 3 Marios is not ideal at this point. Ooh, these enemies are sick though. I'm not gonna lie. Check those out. The mouths look like they open. I hope they do. And then the main event is the castle itself. Ooh, this already feels very nice. I don't own any Peach's Castle toy. I don't even know if there are Peach's Castle toys, if I'm being honest. Look at the texture in the roof and the little painting, the mural right there. See what we got in here. Look at that, the mouth opens and he's got little teeth. Stick some of the flags in the top here. Or they don't even go in properly. Maybe these are supposed to go in from the inside. That would be my assumption. All right, so let's see how this opens up here. You can't even fit a character in there. That's stupid. 0 out of 10. Pull the center roof panel outward and right, and then the inner panel to the left. Outward and right, and then the inner panel to the left. Whoa. That actually worked. That didn't feel right. That felt jank as all hell. That's what it looks like. This is actually really cool. Problem is, right, so this bullet bill is supposed to move like side to side like that, you know, hit Mario. Missed opportunity, because this little patio balcony thing, imagine if you could scroll that and then make the bullet bill. Ugh, that is not a fun sound. But use that to make the bullet bill move side to side. They put so many like little tiny details in, but like you can remove a lot of these and rearrange them however you want. So if you want this little bar of bricks over here, stick that in, boom. I think that's in there, and then you can kind of have it rotate however you want, and then this guy can be at the start of the level to make it a little trickier out the gate, and you can spin this too. This is like Mario Maker before Mario Maker, but after Mario Maker. So it gives you the feeling of customization, but you can't move these anywhere you want. Like this fire bar, you can lift it, which is cool, but the pattern on the bottom side doesn't let you put it anywhere else but here, which doesn't make any sense. As cool as this is, it's not crazy practical, because like how are you gonna get Mario to like kind of jump and then up here and like what, way back here, get your little fingers in there and then push this back so we can jump off, spring up, like, oh, this is spinning, maybe jump can slide under the fire bar. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know. It's a really cool idea, and they executed it decently. This looks exactly like it did in Mario 64, and that is such an iconic landmark locale in the Mario universe, and having a physical version of it is awesome. And the last playset we have is the Donkey Kong fight scene, which is really cool. This released alongside the Bowser ship. Look at Donkey Kong right there. This is going to be a great set. I have a feeling already. I like that the smaller ones are wrapped in like nice little plastic. Ooh, they have like the Kong gates too. This looks like it has a similar customization element to the last one. Here is Seth Rogen in Donkey Kong form. The size of, again, a thumbnail pretty much. But yeah, you can move his arms. No other motion really. His legs look like they can move, they cannot. This is definitely the biggest minifigure of any of them I've seen so far. I'm a sucker for just big chunks of Mario themed plastic, as you can tell by my poor purchase decisions. Can we take a second to appreciate and acknowledge the Donkey Kong gates? I mean, come on, that is electric. That is top tier Donkey Kong content right there. Got it, okay. And then opens up to reveal Battlefield. This flicks down to be the little water pit. This one actually has a lot more creative elements than the Peach Castle, because all these little holes here can be filled with whatever you want, so you can kind of lay this out really in whatever way your heart desires. I'm just going to kind of place these in here real quick. Dude, no. Okay, I figured out something else very cool. Hang on. You're supposed to have Mario standing on like the girders here, and then these little barrels. This is not a player entrance hole. This is to throw barrels down, so you can kind of knock Mario off with them. That's a cool ass gimmick. This one I might display like this, because it just looks just like that battle scene, which is one of the coolest in the movie. All the detail in these little different Kongs hanging out. I'm wondering, is Diddy Kong in the crowd? I don't see Diddy Kong. I take it all back. This thing sucks. The only problem with this one is the fact that you can't close it up with all the pieces inside. When that closes up, that's close enough together to where you can kind of just throw everything in it. This is one of the $20 toys. It's the same tier as the Mario van. That being considered, these are both really cool and, in my opinion, well worth the money. Let me put it this way. You can either buy 3 of these little minifigures for $8 a piece, end up spending $24 plus tax, or you can buy this for $20, get a sick Donkey Kong and a fucking full playset with cool movable girders or little question blocks that look cool to display. No, get those out of there. Figured I'd shoehorn these in right afterwards. We've got 2 Hot Wheels cars that released with the movie. One of Mario in the cart, and another one, which is my personal favorite, of the Mario van. Very accurate to what it is in the movie. I like the little ladder and pipes on top. That's a nice little touch. Then we got the Mario in a cart, which I'm not going to open either, because you kind of know what you're getting here, but I'll give you a quick little up-close look at it. Pretty standard, pretty nice looking. I'll say it looks way better than the Mario Kart Happy Meal toy, which I'll talk about. You know what, actually, let's just talk about it right now. Sure. Let's compare this directly to the Mario Happy Meal toy that I hate so much. So this is the set of Happy Meal toys that released alongside the Mario movie. We got the little box for the Happy Meal too, which I saved. This is the one I was talking about. This Mario Kart is the worst Happy Meal toy I've ever gotten, I've ever seen in my life. There is a ball on the bottom. There's no actual wheels on a cart. Makes 0 sense. I guess you can spin them like zero gravity, which might have been the gimmick, or they just got lazy, which doesn't make sense because the Toad here has actual wheels, and because of that, he's a solid toy. I mean, he still kind of sucks. It's super basic, but I guess we'll just break these up one at a time. We've got the Mario in a pipe here. You push down his hand, and he jumps back out. Nothing crazy special, a standard Happy Meal gimmick. Luigi, as I was saying when I was opening the other Luigi, has the little flashlight here. But honestly, granted, this is a full-fledged toy. This is just a Happy Meal toy. In terms of detail, like, this isn't crazy inaccurate or far off from something like this, especially for a free toy included with your Happy Meal. Way too comparable, way too good. Then Peach is probably the grossest looking one of the set. I mean, look at that face. That is definitely movie Peach, but it's cursed. It's kind of like raised compared to the rest of her, so you can set that on a table, give it a good spin, and oh my god, this is so much fun. I'm having such a good time. I don't really care. This Bowser is stupid, right? So he's got this little flame that sticks out, looks cool, and then you grab one of his spikes and you twist it, and that makes the fire spin. This is top tier innovation, top tier Happy Meal, top G, top of the morning to you. I don't even know. Top of the muffin. You can't really mess up a Luma Lee design, but It spins super fast when you spin it like that, just like he does in the cage in the movie. And then last one, which is probably my favorite because of how derpy it looks, is the Seth Rogen Donkey Kong. So it makes sense it looks derpy because he kind of does in the movie too. You just spin the thing on his back and he does the whole like, you know, little like arm chant thing. You're not getting anything great with a Happy Meal toy, obviously, but this one has enough character and personality. And the gimmick is simple but effective. And yeah, that's all the Mario Happy Meal toys. Again, I talked about every Mario Happy Meal toy that ever released in a separate video. That's where I bought all of these. So if you're interested in that, I'll have you click the card right up there because I'm not going to go into all of them here. There are 4 kart racer toys. Mario, Toad, little Koopa Troopa, and Peach. I'm wondering why the base of these is so thick. There's something underneath, something that's hiding. Nope, that's something new. You turn this to unlock it to get the card out. And this just pulls right out, and then you get a nice little, not quite minifigure Mario, but not quite full-size action figure Mario. Actually looks pretty darn accurate. Like, Mario's cart is super basic in general. This is the same cart he's always ridden, so that makes the toy itself feel less like original. But honestly, this is about as detailed as they could get with it. I love the giant exhaust pipes on the back and the little tank here that's gold. Moving on to Koopa Troopa, which is the one I'm the most excited about because this bullet car is sick. I never thought they'd make a toy of this, but here we are now. This one's a motorcycle too. Ooh, these wheels just feel great. Also forgot to roll. Ooh, these ones feel... Okay, so 1, they're pullback racers. Did not mention that. And 2, the wheels themselves have really nice texture and just feel great to roll around. And these aren't like shitty, cheap pullback racers. These feel legit. And this actually, like the wheels, for just having 2, they're super wide so we can easily stand on it. Because there's 2 support wheels down here, which are helping with that, so that makes a lot more sense. But yeah, definitely like the design of this one. Not as detailed and cool as the Mario one, but just for being unique, it gets my approval. And then we'll move on to Peach. Oh, she lays, that's why. So she's gonna lay down. Yeah, this is a comfortable means of transport, Peach. Shit. Actually looks really good though, not gonna lie. That is a solid looking toy. Last one, the Toad with the giant monster truck, which is just like, again, the Happy Meal toy here. Obviously, it's going to be way more detailed and cool looking. There he is, Toad. In one sense, it's cool that you can take the characters out of the carts, but on the other side of the coin, it's like, it's kind of annoying to get them to stay in them. These are mighty ass wheels. These are nice. These were 15 bucks a piece, which is kind of a lot, but I mean, nice quality action figures on their own. And then to have the carts as well is just a very nice touch. So yeah, overall, these are solid. Okay, moving on now. I had to get this because it's a super cool collectible to have. It's the gift set Mario movie. It comes with the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital code for the movie. Let's get this opened right up. This box is beat up because I bought it used on eBay. I found the cheapest one I could get. Because honestly, as long as the tin is nice, I don't really care about the box. This is more of a cool display piece than a toy. Let's see what's actually in this. Oh yeah, we've got the Blu-ray disc right here, looking super sharp, and then the standard DVD, which actually has a cooler design because of the red, but nonetheless, it's cool to have these physical, so we can never, ever lose them. This tin is actually so cheap feeling. This is the thinnest metal I've ever felt in my life. Pokemon tins are made out of thicker metal than this, and then this just sits in there like that. Oh, that is such a nice touch. Look at that. There's magnets in the little plastic here, so it'll hold this in place when you rest it in there really, really nicely. And now the moment you've been waiting for, Jumbo Mario and Jumbo Luigi. These things are way too big. I don't know where I'm gonna put these, but I'm definitely keeping them. Get these on the table here. We're gonna start by opening up the Mario because that's the theme of tonight's episode. Realistic eyes, fully articulated. This thing is 14 inches tall. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's not held in there half as well as the Bowser. And this doesn't even have like plastic around it, so that makes sense. You can move his arms and legs any way you want because it's just solid plush. This looks like it's not real denim, but like the cloth is designed like denim. It feels like clothes, and then his head is plastic. It's very squishy. his eyes. Look at how realistic they are, just like the box said. That is disappointing as hell. It looks like you could actually put something in it. Wait, can you? Am I breaking it? You can put something in it. That's actually a pocket. Totally unnecessary, but they went above and beyond for us. We're gonna put one of these mini Marios in there and forget it's in there and just say, F it, we ball. Why would I buy all of these? We gotta get his brother out of here because he's feeling a little bit lonely there, so I think it's just straps around the shoes, flip him up. Mario! I'm being choked. That's the Jumbo Luigi. He is very Luigi-like, very good looking. What's up, guys? What's going on? They're obviously very poseable. That's gonna rip. You can't do a split. That will rip him. But pretty much anything else you could ever want to do, you can do some stanky leg action or whatever you really want. You can probably hit the gritty. Oh wait, he's hitting the gritty. I feel so weird when I turn these around and they were both just staring at me. Like, these are too big to be not taken seriously. So we're gonna toss those to the side. Next up, we've got the Mario movie Monopoly game, which doesn't count as a toy again, but there are pieces to it. So if you wanted to be super technical and count those as toys, I wanted to be super super in-depth here. I didn't want to miss a single toy. I didn't want to leave a single stone unturned. So hopefully you guys can't correct me. If I did end up missing something though, just tell me politely. I really tried to get everything, so if I missed something, I'm gonna be a little upset. Boom. That is some nice packaging right there. What is... These are the toys, I take it? Oh, these are all like themed like the movie. That's actually really cool. So let's see the pieces here. These aren't even metal. These are the shittiest, cheapest 3D prints ever. Are you kidding me? When did they stop doing metal Monopoly pieces? So you got the frying pan for Toad, the little Mario hat, iconic, the light with Luigi, because I guess that's his entire personality now, the Peach crown, which is very nice, probably the coolest piece. Then we got a DK barrel. Again, it's just a barrel, doesn't really look special. And a super mushroom because Mario. The choices are obvious. It makes a lot of sense that they picked these, but why are these just cheap plastic? This is actually pissing me off. Why aren't these not metal? Is this what the world's come to? Is this the state of our economy? Is that how bad it is right now? I assume most of the Nintendo sets are like that, because this is probably no exception. So if this is the way it's been for a while, please stop. And lastly, we've got the Mario RC Car. So yeah, we're gonna get this unboxed, do a little small drive test on this table here, and then I'll get some footage of a full drive. Blah, 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 warning, you could die, yada, 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 whatever. There's wirings. How are you supposed to open something like this? So you have to peel the tape off, and then use the locking mechanism as intended. Ay, ay, ay. So it worked for us. Oh, shit. I guess the demo, the Try Me, would have it do that to show you that it can move. So we got a little config to do with this before we can take it for a spin. We're just gonna get the back of this off. So 2 batteries for the remote. That cable was just temporary for the demo. Wondering how many batteries the inside of this is gonna take. All right. Oh, it comes with batteries. Huh. Don't know how good these are gonna be. These will probably last like 10 whole seconds, but comes with 6 AA batteries. Looks like you can just peel this tape right off, get this wire out of the way, and we get to play with this thing. Let's go. Let's flick that on. It's right. Let's take a peek. It works. He works on carpet, folks. It's a really cool RC car. I've never actually like owned an RC car myself, so this is my first ever one, and the fact that it's Mario movie Mario Kart makes that hell of a lot cooler. I'm gonna give this a little test run around the house here just so I can get some actual footage of it, not just these little desktop shots. As a replica of the kart in the movie, it's spot on. It's also very cool that the exhaust pipes on the back flare up and light up, and then they like zoom back as he's going super fast, and he looks both ways as he's turning. Like, this is such a great toy. Nice little details. I like this one a lot. And there you have it. That's every single Mario movie toy that I could find. If I missed something, please comment down below. Don't be too mad at me. I tried to thoroughly research this. But other than that, consider checking out this video where I take a look at every Mario Happy Meal toy ever. And have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later.